So this really is a tragic tale of an insurance company raping the individual. So I'm a very good driver. On my record, I've only got one incident. Okay.
Okay.
One in my experience, I've only had this one incident. Okay. It was middle of winter. Worst day of the year, same thing, the plows didn't go through, so it's just compressed ice on the roads everywhere, and I clipped the back of somebody because we're bumper to bumper traffic. Everybody slams on their brakes because some douchebag 2 cars up decides last minute he's going to get over into the turn lane and all this stuff. So I avoid him by going into the turn lane. I avoid the person in front of me by going into the turn lane, but it was the douchebag right in front of him that went into the turn lane that caused that. Is actually like whatever. Anyways, so and then my options are to either hit him or once again avoid. So there's no oncoming traffic, so I go left and go across to the street that's right there, which would be why I was in the turn lane.
Okay.
And I just clipped the back of his bumper, right? So it was just like, you know, accident avoidance on really, really bad weather day. Nothing you can do about it. Well, the cop's in a bad mood, and I'm giving a ride to someone that's doing community service because my work involved at that time working with people to get their hours in for community service for this nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Well, he didn't mention anything to me. Well, he's got an outstanding warrant in a different place.
Well, of course he's not going to mention that.
Right, in a different part of the city, or a different part of the country, or state.
Wow.
And so the cop can't do anything about it.
Right. Oh, he can't?
No,
because it's not his
jurisdiction. So, but he does tell him, hey, you have a warrant
for your arrest
in this other place, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yes,
but
of
like,
course
so that reflects terribly on me, and I'm not going to be like, hey,
you're transporting a criminal.
It doesn't come up to me, like he never asks why I'm driving this guy. He just goes about his business and all this stuff. So he gives me a ticket for it. Okay. Which is ridiculous because of the weather and how bad the day was.
You avoided a collision.
Exactly.
2 of them.
Exactly. So, that has been on my record. But here's where it gets bad. That one incident shows up as 3 separate items on my accident report or whatever, right?
What?
And I'm like, this is bullshit. There's no proof of this. Where are you getting this information from? Because I only have one thing I've ever done within the last 5 years, even or more, that would ever be on my record.
Yeah.
And it's counting as 3 different things. And
yeah, that's
so
BS.
I go through my insurance agent to try and get that removed. Unfortunately, there's a conflict of interest there.
Huh.
So basically, there was conflict there, so I couldn't handle it through him. So I went above his head and tried to handle it myself. They wouldn't do anything for me, and I'm like, I need you to prove to me why this is on my record, because if you can get me a police report that shows me 2 other incidents, then sure, I'll pay it, but it didn't happen, so where are you getting this nonsense from?
Yeah.
I literally could do nothing about it. So they have the legal right to rape me of my money, and I did an initial calculation. And then by the end, when I got onto new insurance, this was just the other day that I finally was able to get out from under them, I've been overcharged on top of the normal payment, $7,500 over the last 3 years.
Oh my God.
How am I supposed to make ends meet? You know what I mean?
Holy crap, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, and I'm not going to ever see that money, and basically, insurance is just bullshit, but legally they require you to have it, which is nonsense. Like, this is it really is against our freedoms that initially were founded in this country. But,
well, I mean, it's one of those things where if you don't have insurance and you're in an accident, you're supposed to pay for the whole thing.
Right.
So I feel like insurance shouldn't be mandatory per se, but I mean, you'll be in a real bad situation if you're in an accident, you don't have insurance, and you gotta like.
So exactly. So they've got the whole system rigged so that you are responsible. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That's not my point. My point is they shouldn't be allowed to do stuff like that. They shouldn't be allowed.
You should have recourse.
Steal my money.
Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to fight it and say I don't agree.
I couldn't even switch to because I wanted to do State Farm or whatever, and they wouldn't take me because I had 3 incidents on my report, and I'm like, none of these are real. So yeah, it's just
man.
So that happened later, right as my that last incident within those 3 that they said was on my report got off of my report. Like I'm about to switch, and it's another really bad wintry day. This is 3 years later. Someone comes up behind me and smashes into me.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you the whole story for that. So, right down in town, where I'm headed across town, and exactly where we just were going, actually. And it's like instant whiteout. And in a whiteout, you know, you keep driving. You're not supposed to come to a stop because nobody can see you and you're going to get smashed.
Right.
And so I'm driving, and I can still see the taillights of the person in front of me, and they come to a stop, and I'm like, okay, so there's an accident, and sure enough, there's an ambulance on the other side of the road that's come head-on collision with another vehicle. An ambulance did. Okay, so with another vehicle, and they've got the entire main road of traffic cut off. Well, you're gonna get non-stop people coming because and the police aren't there yet. Okay, and so I need to stay because I'm the second person on the scene. I don't have to, but the person in front of me is the first person on the scene, and I need to stick around in case they decide to book it or whatever, because somebody needs to give their report. How that works. Sure day. So I'm sitting there, and I can't go anywhere anyways because they got the entire road is like filled with cars. These 2 cars, the ambulance and the other vehicle. Okay. So I'm the second person sitting there, and I'm like, all right, now I just gotta watch my ass because people are gonna come flying up behind me. Sure enough, you know, some douche. Okay, so the person behind me comes to a successful stop. They're still slowing down, and the person behind them comes to a pretty good stop, and then the person behind them was on something. I don't know what it was because I had to be in the room with him later. He was under the influence, full blast. He had been going like 50 miles an hour. Slams on his brake, goes sideways. I'm watching it all happen. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get fucked up. And I'm gonna get fucked up. My insurance is gonna go. So he comes sliding sideways, smashes into that car, smashes into the other car. It just and I'm like, all right, I need to roll forward as much as possible. And he come and flip the back corner of me, and I'm like, you couldn't see that coming. Like, what's your problem?
Well, it's icy out probably too, right there.
Yeah.
Even if you're stopped, like
they should have been going way slower.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't stop your vehicle,
you're already going too fast.
What's going on? Because everybody else just lied to you and told you whatever you wanted to hear so that you wouldn't give them a ticket.
Did you get that guy on mescaline who plowed into 5 vehicles at 50 miles an hour? Did you get that guy? Because that's
bullshit. Anyways,
I would have left. I wouldn't have been there.
Well, now I know I'm never going to stay again.
Yeah.
If the cops aren't there and nobody's hurt, just leave.
Just like walk right up to him. Hey, officer, I got shit to do today. I saw this whole thing. Do you want a statement or not?
Right.
And then if there's any hesitation, all right, I'm out.
So.
Good luck.
Yeah, that was bullshit. It didn't affect my insurance, thankfully.
That's good.
Because I wasn't at fault.
It was reported to your insurance, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I called.
Okay, you reported it.
I legally have to, even though I know you don't. Now I'm never going to again.
I don't do that.
I'm never going to again. But
that time I hit the.
I'm just trying to do what I was supposed to do, but now I don't trust them anyway.
No, the system's
I'm not
bullshit.
Going to do it.
System's bullshit. When the Charger slid into the wall because of that wheel speed sensor, the traction control bullshit, I didn't report that.
Yeah,
because I knew immediately what they were gonna say. They're gonna say, "Oh, well, you were fucking hooning around in a car you shouldn't be driving anyway. Now we're gonna quadruple your insurance." So I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I bit the bullet and paid for it myself and said nothing.
Right. So yeah, I'm mad at insurance companies. Don't ever use Progressive.
That's my company.
I appreciate that this podcast allows me to say whatever I want to say, and my opinion is that do not use Progressive Auto Insurance. They will rape you in the butthole. Get out as soon as possible. State Farm gave me... Use something else, man. It's not, it'll kill you. Anyways, yeah, the State Farm came in so far underpriced. So when I switched, I saved over half of my cost.
Good. That sounds like the freaking Progressive was taking you to the bank.
Yep. So they're good because they're quick and cheap right off the bat, but they raise their prices ridiculously over time. And
it sounds like they really get you if you
then,
ever have
if
any
you
kind
have
of
a problem,
incident whatsoever.
you're screwed. Yeah, if you do have a problem, you're screwed. So, yep, I expect to not get in an accident for another, I don't know how long I've been driving, 15 years? Close to that, probably. Short of that. Alright, let's do it.
Let's do this.
We're back. We got the stuff.
We got the stuff.
You got your coffee. Got
do.
my monster.
Party time.
Yep. So yeah, that's my little rant on the insurance company. All right, well that will end part whatever 15.5 of this recording. Thanks for joining. Listen again for some more awesome time.